Right, I've decided to make a small video. It's what, 4:30 in the morning. I'm camping. I'm at my camp spot. I'll show you. Yeah. I've been up for about an hour. It's my third cup of coffee. I didn't have anything yesterday after work, no beer, no joints, no nothing like that. I just fell straight to sleep last night. I'm probably going to have another week or so off the booze and that, really. When the weather's shit, there's no real point. I did give up for a month, but at present, what am I now? I'm a fucking week after my operation to remove what is classed as suspected melanoma. I'm not going to give anyone the results of that. I'm going to leave it at that. Seems like a good place really now to leave it. I've been trying to get off the internet for ages. I think it's all bollocks. I don't think I'm getting out. I don't even think I'm lying. It's a virtual reality. So anything can happen in a virtual reality, whether that would be a reality in the other world, because this is the fictional TV series for Netflix that I'm hoping to get up, called The Exampla. I'm the star of that, called El Capitan. The Exampla, the son of the creator, and all that bollocks. But yeah, I'm not going to give anyone the outcome of that. That's all real. I couldn't really give a fuck what nobody believes that, because I'm talking to nobody, and I've been talking to nobody like every other wacko on the fucking internet. To me, it just seems like every second I spend on Facebook looking at it, whether I'm writing something or not, it's just a complete fucking waste of my fucking time. A complete fucking waste of my fucking time. And I ruin the moments, like, it served a purpose up till now. In the training program to become a warrior of the light, who was a master of the dark and an assassin for the creator. Now, I'm going to tell you why I think the whole thing's bollocks. There's a couple of options that could mean that it's not bollocks. Is that the authorities literally threatened everyone, and it's spread by word of mouth. But I've still had not a single fucking person come up to me and say, "You're the geezer off the internet." And what are we now? We're nearly fucking 4.5 years in. When I came on here, the aim was to save the world, but I never had much hope of that. And if you read what was written before, or don't, I said it's an experiment. I think that even got deleted because I think that was that fat fucking racist fucking black blob that thought he could come onto my pages, Big Gay Dave's fucking mate. The silence was deafening when I came in there, but regardless of any of that, who cares? I'm going to tell people where I'm at right now. Now, I'm not going to live out my last days talking on the internet, if that was the case. I don't know if it is. In my head, I just think, well, I'll have another operation, and that'll be that, and I'll crack on as I'm cracking on. I've had it before, that was what took place, and I've spoken to it seems to be really popular now, because I've had quite a number, I've met a load of other people that have had it, since I've spoke about how many people seem to have it. I don't feel any health implications or like feel ill in any way, shape or form, but that doesn't mean that I'm not riddled with cancer or things like that, because you might not know about it. Who cares? I won't be living out my last days wasting my fucking time talking bollocks on fucking Facebook or social media, because it's just gay, and that's as gay as the world is gay, and I hate the whole fucking. But anyway, yeah, where I'm at now. Yeah, let me just stop. It's 9 years. 9 years since I had my last melanoma. I'm in exactly the same fucking position now as I was 9 years ago. I'm on my own. I was on my own 9 years ago. I'm on my own now. So nothing in my life has changed. 9 years ago, I hadn't, or 10 years ago, or however fucking long, who cares? I hadn't looked into the world in the depth that I'd looked into the world as I've documented that happened just after that. So, in my head, I had friends, family, all of that, but what did I have? Fuck all. I was on my own. I had a couple of phone calls from a few people. Oh yeah, well, we're sad, you know, a few phone calls, a couple of minutes on the phone. My cousin, I was skint. Now I'm not skint. I was broke. I had a flat I was paying out a load of money for. I hadn't saved any money because I was a fucking drug addict. Cannabis, alcohol, cocaine. The cocaine, when I think about it now, is nearly insignificant compared to my cannabis addiction. And the amount of money that I spent on cannabis is fucking unreal, like literally unreal, like outweighs the money I spent on cocaine massively. At present, I've gone back to drinking and smoking again, simply because if I am dying of cancer, I might as well fucking enjoy the little bit that I've got left until that moment in time. If I get the results back, you know, now it's gone, it's clear again after a couple of operations. I'll know more very soon, but like I said, I'm not going to give anyone the results of that. I'll leave it as a mystery now. Is he dead? Is he alive? I had to a little bit of mystery if I am alive. The authorities will know. But if I am alive, it will add to a bit of that mystery. It will add to the mystery. Is he alive? Is he dead? Yeah, I was broke. I had the time off that I kept having to have off while I've got to pay out for the flat, and it fucked me up. I needed to borrow 200 quid. I borrowed 200 quid off my cousin. He lent me 200 quid. And that was, I needed to borrow money. I didn't need to borrow money, but hardly any in my adult life. But anyway, yeah, what did I have? A couple of 5-minute phone calls. I was still on my own. I had a child that was out of the house with his mates where I wanted him. Where my boy's concerned now, whether I live to fucking another 40 years or I die in the next fucking couple, I actually don't want to ever see him ever again. I'm done where he's concerned. I have to get the message where that fucking little cunt is concerned. So I want to get that off. You know, what's different now? Let's just say, if I die now, there probably won't be anyone at the funeral. But who cares? I'd be dead. What's a funeral? Nothing. Nothing. That's just a scam so people make money out of dead people. The wealthy get very rich out of tragedy, charging people thousands of pounds for a fucking wooden box to bury you in or fucking burn you in. The churches make money out of the dead for the sick with the promise of eternal life. And then you get the wackos coming to talk to the magic stones, man. It's just a load of wacko, fucked up, weird shit. The laws of nature would dictate a dead body. You know, I'd become food. You should be food. A dead body should be food. For birds, for scavengers, for flies, maggots, and that come in. You know, a dead carcass is a dead carcass that everything eats. So that should be the laws of nature, right? You know, I won't worry about being dead. Or who went to your funeral, because it's a load of bullshit for people that weren't there in the life, but now they're all sad when someone's dead, but barely saw the person when they were alive. So that's the wacko world that we live in. The wacko world of wackos. So my life's no different to what it was 9 years ago to what it is now. Now I'm under, you know, no illusion about what I've been trained to do. Save the world. Well, maybe that is still part of the mission. I'm a single part of something to try to save the world, whatever the world is. Is that the human world? Doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it whatsoever, because from what I gather, from what I've gathered over the last 8 years or so now, nearly 9 years, is that you can't get through to those fucking wackos. Doesn't matter whether most are good. They're wackos, and they give power to evil, which is destroying the natural world, which is creation. Not the creation of man, which is the towns, the cities, the village, cars, houses, churches, mosques, whatever temple, bloody temple in it, you want to pretend you worship fucking the creator of life in a hope that your life is better next time. Now I don't want to die because I don't fucking think that my life is going to get any better. Right now I'm cushy. It's fucking cushy. I wake up in the morning, you know, drink, I'm in paradise. I'm on holiday. You know what I mean? I'll get 3 or 4 hours of this now when I wake up in the morning of pure peace, tranquility, drinking my coffee without caring the world realistically. I then got to go to work for fucking all day long, but I don't, in a weird fucked up way, I like work. I've always liked work. I like having the crack at work. I like being busy all day. I like the physical exercise and graft of it. I like having to put my mind to something. At the minute I'm just paving, which is when I'm going to the zone, and I'm very happy doing that. I get money, so it makes my life fucking easier. I like to pay my own way, and I earn my money. I earn every fucking pound that I earn. Meaning I'm not someone who wants something for nothing. I earn every fucking penny I get, and more. Because I always do more than everyone else I work around. More than everyone else I work around. And then in the evening I'll be back here. And the weather doesn't really bother me, so apparently this is extreme weather. It's cold again. It's been cold, it's been a shit year. This time last year, June was okay. June was a pretty decent June. But then it went shit. It hit 30 degrees last year for about fucking half an hour. According to my fucking thermometer in the car and the newspaper, the news report, half an hour. The whole year. This year's been cold again. We've had 2 hot fucking days. 2 hot fucking days in about 5 fucking years. And apparently in the peak summer. And apparently that's a sign that the climate's changing. It's extreme weather. Ooh, there's all this happening. It's not happening here. I'm in a tent. I've been in a tent when this all extreme weather's taking place. There's no extreme weather. That's all. It's not even hot. But that's the mental illness you fucking need. That's how badly gone the population is. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm training to be an assassin. Which is crap. In it, really. It's crap. It's not great in life. It's not great. It's not a great experience. How could it be? Where does it say? It doesn't say anywhere that it's a great experience. See, the mental patients that believe in God and the Bible and all of this stuff are oblivious to what's fucking written in it. It's about war. Good against evil. The destruction of the earth, slavery. Now, I've been over it before. Like, you know, I'm a Gnostic Christian. And it's more the Catholic than Protestant side of Christianity. Meaning I believe in 7 deadly sins, purgatory, all of these, but it's not in the Bible, it's just Catholic doctrine. But anyway, there's meant to be a war against good and evil. Yeah. And it tells you there's a war in heaven. There was a war in heaven between God bad angel, the devil. And the devil couldn't be defeated. And then was cast down onto earth, where the devil manipulated mankind. Now, what I see around me, and what I've always been aware of my entire life, is that the devil runs the world. The aim of the devil is to destroy creation. And what is man doing to creation? What has man done to creation? It destroys it. Anyway, so I believe in all the books of the religion of every religion on earth, and there's a story in all. True Christian, when you become enlightened, is a Muslim who is there to fight a jihad, a war. You know, there's good and bad in all the books, and everything does depend on how you interpret it. But the truth is in there. It just depends on your angle that you look at it from. Anyway, my job is an assassin for the creator of life, warrior of the light, who is a master of the dark, in the fictional world of the exampla. Not in this world, the other world. I'm training to get to the other world. So right now, I'm not doing it, it's basic level. I'm just training to be the ultimate warrior or assassin. Which is crap. So let me just, your job is to be on your own. This is my job. I'm comfortable. I don't think it's good. What's good about it? Which is what I'm going to try and explain to you. My job is to go round murdering men, women, and children. What's good about that? It's crap. It's a rubbish existence, isn't it? Because I'd rather not be doing that. I'd have rather have, well, would I? Or would I? It's a question. Because where am I now from 9 years ago? Nine years ago, when I first got cancer and started to look at it, my life, the world, I was nothing but crap. Happy in my presence, happy in my mental illness. Well, I weren't happy in it, I was miserable in it. Yet I would want to hang on to that. Now all that's gone. And I'm happy with that. You know, what sort of existence is that? Sitting there in a room watching a fucking flashy screen. Getting high on drugs. Having to listen to some, either play with yourself like a deranged fucking wacko. Taking drugs because it makes going feel a bit better. And weird pornography look better. Strange, weird, fucked up world. When I think about it now, I've lost nothing. I've only gained. Yeah. Needing to be oblivious to everything. I was on my own. then. Yet in my head I'd have said I had loads of mates. But they're not mates. They're people you take drugs with. You took drugs with. I took drugs with. And they were mates. I had a laugh with them when I was on drugs. Does that make them your friend? They're people you have a laugh with when you're on drugs. Yeah, anyway. And you're gonna sit there watching fucking TV, reruns for the rest of your existence. Every now and then you get a fucking bird to stick your fucking little winky into that feels better than playing with yourself. But then what comes with that is nothing but earache, having to listen to bullshit out of their fucking little cunt, fucking little slag mouths. So I've lost nothing on that front. I'm never going to have a relationship ever again. Does that mean I'm not going to have sex with you? It wouldn't overly bother me if that was the case. That was nice. But that dies out very quickly if you continue to fuck the same fucking tramp. And they're all tramps. Lying, cheating, little fucking slags. Of that, I'm under no illusion. I've never been under an illusion of that. So I wouldn't be having a relationship with any one of them little tramps ever again. So that's gone out. Yeah, as a mental patient, you always think maybe one day I'll find the one. Because you've been doped up on that love thing. Love doesn't exist in this world. Human beings don't give love. Human beings only give mental patient love, which is them. Looking after themselves. So you have to match the aside. Anyway, now I don't have any worries, meaning that I don't worry about a fucking kid. I've got to turn my back on it. I'll just say it because I've spoke about it and I want to get it out. First and foremost, if I do die, don't come to my fucking funeral because I fucking don't like you. I've never really liked you. You're fucking wackos. You know. Slimy little two-faced fucking little cunts. Sneaky little bastards that will shag your fucking missus behind your back, talk about you behind your back, take from you, take all your money off your generosity, and don't get a lot in fucking return. So let me, and the reason I think this is bullshit, and I'll say it, is every now and then I have a quick butcher's at, you know, I'll look through what's on Facebook, and certain people, you know, like it will spring up. So let's say I look at someone else and they're friends with my ex-missus. For some reason her face, her profile is in the 6 of their friends that you can see that come up on that page. So I'll click it, I'll see what's going on, let's have a look. Not very often. But it turns out that Riz, who's going to be one of my best mates, is a serial hearter of her photos. Now I'm pretty certain that Riz wouldn't do that. I think I know him better. This is why I think it's bullshit. I think I know him better than that. He's a sneaky, slimy little bastard where it comes to other people's women. And I've always known that. Because he's one of these people who gets off on me. Thinks he's really, really good looking. Now, he was mates with fucking someone called Craig before I was. They were his mate. I ended up hanging around with Riz and all of his mates. Some of his mates. When I was about 17, I think I started hanging around with Riz. And we've been to London, and Craig, who I've spoke about in another video, he'd pulled some bird called Veronica when we went to EC1 Club. And she just turned round and started getting off with Riz, and he's kissing her up. And I remember like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, and that was then. And then I caught him with that scabby little fucking tramp Holly behind fucking his other mate's back. Now I ended up shagging that little tramp because you're just a junkie, and you know you're not getting much sex, so any holes of gold. Let's put it that way. Anyway, but I'd never ever seen. I weren't that mates with Darty, who was going out with her, and I had never met her when them two were together. Like, I've never been round their house or anything like that. I'm not sitting with them pretending to be their friends while fucking the geezer's missus behind their back. Now I know Riz is a slimy little cunt like that, but he's sneaky about it. I'm not sure he would publicly be hearting my ex-missus, because I don't think he's that fucking dumb. Not even on my front. He just wouldn't want everyone else, because they'd all see it. And they'd all ask the question, like, why are you hearting her? So I think it's all bullshit anyway, but I'll just play along and just, you know, you never know. Are there others? Who gives a fuck? They're not in my life. Which is why I need to end it, and why I need to get off of it. And I'll leave it at where it is now, because I might be dying. I don't know. I don't feel like it right now, but I don't know the results. And even their results, maybe I can defy the doctors. Who knows? I don't care. I won't be on it for much longer. I'm just making a thing, just so in my own head, and everything is about my peace of mind. See, when you become abundantly clean, you get oneness, which is oneness with the universe, which is your teacher. Oneness with the Creator. So unless you're under, 24 hours a day contact with the Creator, and you're undergoing your training program, then you're not there. Now, and like part of what I wanted was all the people that I thought were my mates and family and my boy and all of that to be with me on this journey where I'm going there, but it doesn't really seem feasible. It's not feasible to do any of that. I'm on a dangerous mission. Your life's in danger, because you're an assassin and you've got to kill dangerous fucking people in a world where there's guns, knives, dangerous fucking cunts, you've got to take down the evil empire and all that sort of shit. And you look round, Riz is there, crying like a fucking little baby. Your mission's not going to go very well. He ain't got it in him, because he's a spoiled little brat. Some people I know have, the tendencies like Roach. So like Roach, let me give you a little thing about Roach. Like Roach is very similar to me on a lot of things. Damaged individual. And he has all the attributes that would be, assassin attributes. When it comes down to a certain, and a lot of people around I just want to point this out, a lot of people around my town dine out on punching out a drunk Roach. A sober Roach with a bee in his bonnet would knock the fuck out of a lot of them. Roach is quick when he's sober and he's got a bee in his bonnet. You're dealing with a different kettle of fish. He would smash the fuck out of quite a few of them. But his confidence is shot to bits. Because he's an alcoholic and they just punch him out when he's not looking. And he's oblivious to the fact that they're going to hit him a lot of the time and they're dying out on it. I wouldn't die out. Roach used to be an athlete, but the alcohol got the better. I know him very well, and he'd smash up a few. He's rough when he wants to be rough. Make no bones about that. I'll tell a story about it, because this is the sort of thing that an assassin would have to do. He's ended up fucking with some crack prostitute, yeah. And he's fucking taking fucking crack and he's ended up taking heroin with this crack prostitute. And he's gone into a coma, so he's got knocked out, so he's unconscious, and she's robbed him. Stole his mobile phone, stole whatever money he had in his pockets. Now we've seen that crack prostitute in a park sitting on a bench. So we walked past her and stuck a bottle straight over the bitch's head. Knocked her clean out. That's the sort of shit you'd have to do if you was a fucking assassin. But he's fucked. Last time I saw him years ago. So basically, I've bumped into him. I hadn't seen him for years. It's best not to, because he just does your head in. And only a couple of people can deal with Roach. But anyway, I've drove past a job and seen him working on a job. I'm tiling the bathroom around the fucking corner. So I've said, yes, Roach, what's happening? You're all right. And the day after, he's turned up there, banging on the customer's fucking door that I'm working in. I've been kicked out my house. I need somewhere to stay. Oh, for fuck's sakes, you can stay at mine then for a week. For a little while. My boy was going to his mum's for a fucking week. So he could come and stay at my house, because I couldn't have him in there with my boys there, because he's a fucking alcoholic. So I'm there, and all he goes on about is this fence. So he's the mother of his kids. He's paid for a fence. 150-foot fucking garden. I've put fucking the fence there. I paid for the fucking fence. So he's going on about this fucking fence. Anyway, after a week, my boy's coming back, and I've had to say to him, you got to go, mate, you're fucked. Like, I can't fucking have you here. Like, you're nothing but trouble. He's been kicked out of all the pubs in the villages. He's, being Roach. I've then not seen him for about 5-6 years, and then I bumped into him again. When I first came on the internet. And he's still going on about the fence. To the point where I had to tell him, like, if you carry on, I'm going to fucking belt you on, because I can't hear about that fence anymore. It's 5 or 6 years later, and all you're talking about still is that fence. The fence, 150-foot garden. And if you look at the pictures, the video of where I'm in the back garden of my place with fucking skullcracker, the fucking hammer of the gods. Look at the state of the next door's fence. So I've warned him about talking about this fucking fence, because now, because he's paid for a fence, he's a fucking fencing expert apparently. I've put fences up, I've put loads of fences up in my life, like literally installed loads of fences at work, for people, my own fences. I'm very good at putting fences up. He's paid someone once in his life one thing, and now his whole life he can't get over the fact that he paid for a fence once. He's probably lived at his ex-missus, that bird's house, for free for fucking years, because she's got a council house, because she'll get looked after for being a fucking little cunt that's had kids, and get free house rent. And he's paid for a fucking fence once in his life, and now all he goes on about is this fence every time he's pissed. And it's, you know, it's like 5, 6, 7 years of going on about this fucking fence. So, you know, you can't be on a mad mission with a fucking geezer like you're an assassin, and that you've got to take out targets, like, you know, dangerous fucking things going down, and you've got, yeah, the fence, he's fucking doing it anyway. Yeah, that fence, he's come running in, he's gone outside to do something, and he's come running back into the house going, have you seen next door's fence? The fence, and all he goes on about is this fucking fence. How the fuck could you possibly be on a mission with him? And here's the thing, because I was talking about my boy. I love my mates more than I love being with my boy. My boy was my job as a parent, but I love being with my mates more than I've loved being with him, and I've had better times with them than I ever had with him. And nobody has mugged me off more than that little boy. He ain't my boy, and I've told him this. By the way, I've told him this. I said to him, look, for all I know, you are just nothing but a character in a computer-generated training program to get me to where I am now. And that's how I see everybody and everything. And people look at me weird when I say that. Like, you're not even real, you're not even a real person. You are literally a computer-generated character. See, all I know, so, and I tried to explain it to him in game terms, because he plays computer, I don't play computer, but if you look at life in that computer-generated game, so you have the player, which is the character, which is what the game is about, and he walks around bumping into it. Hey boy, you gotta go down to so-and-so, this is happening. And then you walk off. That character is now gone. It's not a real thing, it's literally just a generated thing in that game to get you to wherever it is you need to get to. It no longer exists. Your eyes cannot see it. So whether it goes home, eats dinner, it's got his own kids, his own hobbies, his own friends, they don't exist. It's nothing. It's literally just that thing. Even though you make, every time he's in your view, he exists, yeah, it's just nothing. That's how I look at every single fucking person on earth. They are literally just there to get me to where it is I need to get to. So I'm, void of really worrying about, deleting any characters on that front. And I've told, so no one's mugged me off more than that boy. I spoke to him, we went for food, we've done it, and he just went weird. He's just weird, he's just fucked up, he's sick in the head, like, he's fucked. And I'm not going to waste any more time. if he has kids, I don't want anything to do with him, because I'll watch him turn those little kids into a fucking retardant like he is, like I turned him into. Once you get past a certain age, I've got no control over him. After he doesn't live with me, he's got his own life. I can't do anything. And if he's not here, he doesn't. And I can't have him around because he's just, an assassin needs to be on there. So the dream of what would have been my heaven is gone because it's undoable. And it would have been being around my mates, having my mates on the missions and my family on the missions and that with me, but that's not feasible because they're fucked. They're fucked. They're wackos talking about a fence. Fucking little crybaby crying their eyes out. I don't even know what my boy would do because I don't know him. I only knew him as a little child. And I've bumped into him a couple of times here and there. And he bullshits. So I don't listen to a word he fucking says. So I don't know any word out of his mouth is true or false. So I don't even know him. So I've lost nothing. And what can I gain? And even if the world doesn't really change that much, it could do. It looks like. I've got to go because I've got to get to work. I'll follow this on. I'll make a few videos over the next few days because I want to make it before I get the results. I'm 1 week away from the operation. It could take a month to get any form of results back and appointments. And I'm not going to be posting then. I'm going to be offline by that stage. And then it'll be a mystery there to nobody. Because I'm not really interested in that. I just do whatever it is in the training program for the fictional TV series, the exampla, the son of the creator, El Capitan, who is basically a man training for the other world. And in that other world, he's going to be on his own, murdering people, committing acts of terrorism. It's a crap life, really. But it was a crap life anyway. It was an even worse existence than that. At least I've got purpose, like. Gives me something to do. And if I'm doing it for a good cause, saving creation, someone's got to do it. It just happens to be me. If there are other people, that's the best you can fucking hope for. But your existence, the Bourne Ultimatum. Jason Bourne. It would be like Jason out Friday the 13th, like walking around on your own all the time with murdering people. It ain't great. Certainly not what I wish for. But I am a cunt. It wouldn't overly bother me doing that because I've got peace of mind. Because I've tried my hardest to get through to the wackos, and you can't get through to the wackos. That ain't my fault, is it? No, I'm innocent of all of that, and I'm not the fucking creator of life. I didn't create myself, and I didn't create this world. I've just got to deal with it. So that ain't my fault either, is it? I'm going to leave it at that because I've got to go to work, otherwise I'll be late.